YouTube, my name is Vito.
I am Aigerim. Aigerin.
Not Igrim.
Not Igren.
Igren.
Not Agren. Or Igr.
Igor.
Someone said, what was his name? Geras.
Geras.
Yes.
We've seen all types of stuff in the comments.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
It's just funny. But I love seeing them. You know, like now I'm collecting
You saw
like
a
the
crazy
best
comment
ones.
today though. What was it?
No, but that's fine. I can accept that. But for me, the best part is I love collecting the names, and I always make like a top 5 chart, you know, and it's always like competing.
Anyway, today
So
we are.
drop yours.
Today is our first reaction to the artist called Bob Dylan. Bob Dylan, and we're checking out his album.
He's the winner of the poll. Big round of applause. Applause, DJ.
Oh. Bob Dylan won the poll, indeed. The Patreon poll, slightly influenced by me.
Slightly. I was voting for Black Sabbath, and you have completely stolen the win on the memories.
Yeah. We are checking out one song, and then we're moving on to his album called The Freewheelin Bob Dylan. Bob Dylan, his name is Robert Dylan, born Robert Allen Zimmerman. In 1941, is an American singer-songwriter described as one of the greatest songwriters of all time.
Dylan has been a major figure in popular culture over his 69-year career. That's a lot. With an estimated 125 million records sold worldwide, he's one of the best-selling musicians.
Wow.
Dylan added increasingly sophisticated lyrical techniques to the folk music of the early 1960s, infusing it with the intellectualism of classical literature and poetry. His lyrics incorporated political, social, and philosophical influence, defying pop music conventions and appealing to the burgeoning counterculture. So he was a bit of a rebellious person.
You guys know I'm big on lyrics, big on
Depression.
Lennon, big on real lyrics. So that's why I think a lot of you guys were suggesting Bob Dylan for me personally. So I'm very excited. The one song we're gonna check out today before the album is called House of the Rising Sun. I think it's his cover of the song we just...
But you know what's more... Because so far, we've done... I'm gonna mention the B word again, right? We've done the Beatles. And everything that we've sort of done after was the influence of the Beatles, people would say, right?
Oh, and now you mean
and
you're
now,
gonna see the person that influenced the
exactly.
Beatles.
So now we're gonna see the legend of the legend. It's like us doing Elvis, you know?
Yeah.
So it's gonna be very interesting.
Yeah, so let's check
See
out
the tree.
his cover of House of the Rising Sun. Lovely song. So it's just him and a guitar then, I guess? That's
Acoustic?
it? Acoustic singing?
There is a house down in New Orleans. They call the Rising Sun, and it's been the ruin of many poor girls and me.
He's only in my left ear.
God, I'm
Same.
one.
Is it mono?
My mother was a tailor. She sold these new blue jeans.
He already sounds old while he's still young.
My sweet
I'm gonna wait.
was a gambler, Lord.
Sound like he's trying to sound like the other guy.
Down in New Orleans. Now the only thing a gambler needs is a suitcase and a trunk. And you only time he's satisfied is when he's on a drunk. He fills his glasses up to the brim, and he'll pass the cards around, and the only pleasure he gets out of life is rambling from town to town. Oh, tell my baby sister not to do
Ooh.
what I have done.
Wow.
But John, that house in New Orleans, they call the rising sun.
Already cracked me up.
Well, it's one foot on the platform and the other foot on the train.
Wow, good voice.
I'm going back to New Orleans to wear that ball and chain.
A lot of emotion in his voice.
I'm going back to New Orleans. My race is almost run. I'm going back to end my life down in the rising sun.
This is just him and a guitar, right? That's great.
There is a
No bass
house
even.
in
No
New
bass even.
Orleans. They
Just
call
a guitar.
the rising sun. It's been the ruin of many poor girls and me. Oh God, I'm a one.
The last verse was unique to discover, though. Wow. Amazing cover.
So, wait. I had a big confusion moment going on. Because we just now did House of the Rising Sun by the Animals, right?
Yeah.
And there, the guy had a very fitted voice, at least for the song, right, in my head. And then we started listening to the Bob Dylan version of the House of the Rising Sun,
Yeah.
right? And I thought that Bob Dylan's version came after. So in my head, Bob Dylan is a guy who's trying to imitate
Before,
the
no.
animals.
No.
But it's the other way around.
Yeah, this cover was.
Yeah, the animals
before.
that try, like, more like,
Not
not imitate,
no,
but like
they're
just sing the
making it-
song in a way that it was sang.
Yeah, it's just another.
Yeah,
cover
so
of the song.
it's just so weird because I couldn't imagine Bob being 20 and sounding like that.
Yeah.
Like, it was a
He has
very...
a very mature voice, definitely, and one with a lot of emotion in it, right?
Same. But I think I love the song. The voice is amazing. But I was only like 1000% hooked and convinced to Bob, my dear Bob, in the second part. Because, like, you know, the first part of the song has very, like, short syllable words. Da-dun, da-dun, dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, and then it
and
goes.
then
Oh.
exactly, and then the second part he starts like prolonging
Belting,
that
yeah.
voice and belting, and that's where you're like, oh my god, this voice is greatness.
Awesome.
So how was it for you?
Kind of the same thing in the start. I was like, but then when you start singing and you start really feeling the singing,
The emotion.
that's when I kind of understood it, right? I feel like this is a great start to, great introduction to Bob Dylan, just some vocal performance. And yeah, let's see. But I'm still like, I want to hear some more because...
Is it how he always sounds?
This is
No? That would be
I'm
my...
not sure. This is a cover, obviously, so I want to hear his songwriting, right? How does he write a song?
How does he sound?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he did sound in the song like he's trying to imitate someone then. Maybe someone, the original person.
Probably. Let's see. Well, let's find out, guys. Now we're doing the album. The first album that was recommended to us to do is the Freewheelin Bob Dylan. We see young Bob with a girl walking down the snowy streets of...
I see this album cover the most.
Really?
When people post their vinyl collections or something like that. I think it's
Wait, what city is from again? Minnesota.
And moved to
He's
New
from
York
Duluth.
City.
Switch to mono. Let's check out the song. If the mixing is horrible, then we'll switch to mono maybe. Let's check it out first. But yeah, let's see. 13 songs, 15 minutes. I'm ready.
Are you excited? He's been the one.
I'm very excited
who
to
wanted
hear
this.
how he writes songs because I'm
ready for him.
kind of sick of all the happy, everything's good, come here girl songs. Yo, let's hear some pain, depression. Let's hear some people go through some stuff, right?
You are a...
Cynicism.
How do you
I'm
call
all
it?
about,
Sadist or masochist? The one who does it to himself.
I'm all about the cynical music. Let's see. Blowin' in the Wind. Track number 1.
How many roads must a man walk down before you call him a man? How many seas must the white dove sail before she sleeps in the sand?
No covers on this album,
Yes, and
right?
how many times must the cannonballs fly before they're forever banned? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. Yes, and how many years can a mountain exist before it is washed to the sea? Yes, and how many years can some people exist before they're allowed to be free? Yes, and how many times can a man turn his head and pretend that he just doesn't see? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. Yes, and how many times must a man look up before he can see the sky? Yes, and how many ears must one man have before he can hear people cry? Yes, and how many deaths will it take till he knows that too many people have died? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind.
Banger.
How many roads must a man walk down before we call him a name?
Him a man.
Yeah. How many seas must a white dove sail before she sleeps in the sand?
I don't even know what that means.
Yes, and how many times must the cannonballs fly before they're forever banned?
I understand that. How many more? That means how many more wars do we have to understand that it's.
But this part is my favorite. To answer, my friend is blowing in the wind. The answer. Oh my God, it's like a musical perfection.
The answer is blowing in the wind. What do you think that means?
The answer is blowing in the wind. I think this song is deep. Like, you know, I was just thinking about it and I was trying to understand it, and it's, yeah, as Gerald says,
Oh, you
it's
can't
poetry.
catch it. You can't catch the answer. That's what it means. Because it's blowing in the wind. You can't catch it.
That means
so he doesn't know,
there is
like,
no answer.
Yeah.
It's poetry.
It's poetry, but
it's
in beautiful in a song.
Poetry.
Isn't lyrical music so good?
Yes.
You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be catchy or something.
But you know, I see
good.
Where my Mr. Paul gets his positivity from. For me right now, Bob Dylan is the god of peace from this song.
Mm-hmm.
And it screams to me like also like the horribleness of the world, but also like beautifully presented.
That was our first introduction, guys, to Bob Dylan's songwriting, not just singing or cover songs.
I would love to deconstruct the whole song, but I think it would take a bit long.
This feels like an artist indeed, where you can just talk for hours about one song.
Exactly,
right?
yes.
Just deconstruct every line of it. This album is a 1963 album, by the way, and his first album full of originals. 11 out of the 13 songs are originals. Please chat, if you guys will be so kind, let us know which ones are the covers, so I'm prepared, because I do want to know in advance, preferably. But let's see what else there is on this album. Girl from the North Country.
If you're traveling in the North Country Fire,
how old is he when he
hit heavy on the borderline?
made this song? Like 20-something.
Remember me to one who lives there, for she once was a true love of mine.
He's so young, 21 here.
That's crazy. But his voice is so mature.
If you go in the snowflake storm, when the rivers freeze and summer ends, please see she has a coat so warm to keep her from the howling wind.
Like the picture, kind of, yeah?
It's so good!
Please see if her hair hangs long. It rolls and flows all down her breast.
Whoa.
No.
Whoa. Pause there.
Please see for me if her hair's hanging long. For that's the way I remember her best. I'm wondering if she remembers me at all.
It's about a loss.
Many times I've often prayed.
It's about someone he lost, right?
In the darkness of my night.
The girl he let get away.
Yeah.
In the brightness of my day. country fire, where the winds hit heavy on the borderline. Remember me to one who lives there. She once was a true love of mine.
Banger, 2 for 2. Right? Beautiful. My favorite line is, please see if she has a coat so warm to keep her from the howling winds. This one was funny. If it rolls and flows, all down the breast. But it's also about someone he is no longer with, right? I'm wondering if she remembers me at all.
Yeah,
Many times I've often prayed. So he wishes her well, wishes she's fine and warm in these cold Minnesota winters.
Once again, this is such poetry, like the contrast between the last two words and the brightness and the darkness, like everything together. So simple yet so
in the
big.
brightness of my day.
Like he always, like, I see a lot of contrast, like the first part, second part, this thing. He is a perfect illustration of peace, yin and yang. I am in love.
Yeah, like it?
I am definitely. So far, I don't want to get my hopes up too much, but could be better than B.
Whoa, you've heard 2 songs.
No?
You heard 2 songs. Wait, give him some time to prove himself, guys.
No, but I mean just in general.
No, I agree.
Like,
wow.
They do sound not so monotonous, but a bit similar in the same genre. But I'm having the same
because it's
content feelings in my brain, guys. You know, like I'm in my safe space.
That's true. It does make you feel safe.
I'm feeling very safe space, ready for war, ready to die. Like I'm feeling all the emotions he can bring me. You know.
Wow.
But we'll see.
I was watching the movie Hateful Eight. You know that movie?
No.
The Hateful Eight. It's from Quentin Tarantino, and I could see this. Like it reminded me of the same vibe. Like it's about like cowboys in the snow, basically.
What?
Yeah, you should watch it. It's a good movie. Track number 3 is called Masters of War.
Come, you masters of war, you that build the big guns, you that build the death planes, you that build all the bombs, you that hide behind walls, you that hide behind discs. I just don't want you to know I can see through your masks. You that never done nothing but built to destroy. You play with my world like it's your little toy. You put a gun in my hand and you hide from my eyes. Then you turn and run farther when the fast bullets fly. Like Judas of old, you lie and deceive. A world war can be won. You want me to believe, but I see through your eyes, and I see through your brain, like I see through the water that runs down my drain. You fasten all the triggers for the others to fire, and then you sit back and watch when the death count gets high. while the young people's blood flows out of their bodies and is buried in the mud. He's thrown the worst fear that can ever be hurled, fear to bring children into the world, for threatening my baby, unborn and unnamed. You ain't worth the blood that runs in your veins. How much do I know? To talk out of turn, you might say that I'm young, you might say I'm unlearned, but there's one thing I know, I'm younger than you, that even Jesus would never forgive what you do. Let me ask you one question. Is your money that good? Will it buy you forgiveness? Do you think that it could? I think you will find when your death takes its toll, all the money you made will never buy back your soul. And I hope that you die, and your death will come soon. I follow your casket by the pale afternoon. I watch while you're lowered down to your deathbed, and I stand over your grave till I'm sure that you're dead.
Wow.
Okay.
Trick or treat. Wow, that was heavy.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll let you go first since this is more of like the genre you were talking about, I feel like. Or the heaviness you were anticipating.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I was more meaning like personal struggles, but this is more of like a global struggle thing. But man, like, he's one to make sure he says what he wants to say, even though it might cost the song like the flow. He breaks up the flow a bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just because he wants to say what he wants to say in some parts, like he doesn't rhyme at all, you know. But he's focused on the text and he wants to get his text out. And like sometimes I'm like, how is he gonna fit this sentence? Because I see it coming right in the song. Like, for example, the Jesus line. And then it works. That even Jesus would never forgive what you do.
Yeah.
That's hard. Like you would never be able to do that, put that in a song like that sentence. But yeah, I think the message is clear and it's more relevant than ever. Yeah.
The storytelling for me was amazing. And just because before, the impression of Dylan I had so far on the two songs we did was like, you know, a guy of peace, you know, a wisdom guy. But in here, he got a bit feisty, a bit dangerous. You know, it's like, I want you to die.
Yeah.
Too direct. I will stand over your casket till I know you're dead.
That's interesting.
So it's very like, he seems like more of like a protector, like a knight sort of situation.
He's a cynic. Because he talks about like blood shed, and then he talks about I want to kill you, basically, you know?
Yeah.
So, oh my god, this is making sound. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a bit contradicting, but he has he feels angry. Like this is in the 60s, so this is.
But
like
this feels like this, yeah, and the lyrics are more relevant today than ever. I mean, more relevant back in that day, but today as well. And
yeah,
I forgot the thought. Okay, we'll move on.
Wars will always be there, I guess, and never stop. But damn, I think maybe he was one of the first to actually speak out.
This is sort of him addressing the people, you know, like really addressing and saying, like trying to scare them a little bit.
Yeah, saying his plead, but in a song, right? It's beautiful.
Okay, next one. Is it going to be 4 for 4?
4 for 4, maybe.
4
The
for
next
4?
song is called Down the Highway.
Oh.
Well, I'm walking down the highway with my suitcase in my hand. Yes, I'm walking down the highway with my suitcase in my hand.
Oh, his guitar playing.
Lord, I really miss my baby. She's in some foreign land. Well, your streets are getting empty. Lord, your highway's getting filled. And your streets are getting empty. And your highway's getting filled. Well, the way I love that woman, I swear it's bound to get me killed. Well, I've been gambling
cover,
so
guys?
long, Lord, I ain't got much more to lose. Yes, I've been gambling so long, Lord, I ain't got much more to lose. Right now I'm having trouble. Please don't take away my highway shoes.
The guitar part.
Well, I'm bound to get lucky, baby, or I'm bound to die trying. Yes, I'm bound to get lucky, baby. Lord, Lord, I'm bound to die trying. Well, meet me in the middle of the ocean, and we'll leave this old highway behind. Well, the ocean took my baby. My baby stole my heart from me. Yes, the ocean took my baby. My baby took my heart from me. She packed it all up in a suitcase. Lord, she took it away to Italy. Italy. So I'm walking down your highway just as far as my poor eyes can see.
Italy.
Yes, I'm walking down your highway just as far as my eyes can see.
Hello,
From the Golden
food
Gate
music.
Bridge all the way to the Statue of Liberty.
I think he's funny.
I'll give it a
Hey, that's pretty good.
pretty good.
Yeah, I think this
I
is
don't think the music was. It's obviously about a girlfriend, maybe running away or something.
I think this is him just having fun.
Yeah, it's him. It's a more fun song, but the lyrics for me don't hit as hard as the other songs. Just saying, but it's still a great song, and I love the guitar going like. And very fun stuff with his voice at the end. But lyrically,
But would you agree it was not a 4 for 4? Or would you say
I mean, I
it's
don't
a
mind it on the
4-4?
album. It just doesn't bang as hard as the first three songs, I would
But
say.
I like that he can also be like quirky and funny.
Yeah. But let's see. I
When he
wanna
when he
hear
hit
him.
that note. I don't remember which song was that. Like, you know, when there was a phrase in the song
At the end.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was funny.
I want to hear him speak some real stuff. So let's see. Track number 5 is called Bob Dylan's Blues.
Bob Dylan's blues.
Unlike most of the songs nowadays are being written uptown in Tin Pan Alley, as most of the folk songs come from nowadays. This is a song. This wasn't written up there. This is written somewhere down in the United States. Well, the Lone Ranger and Tonto They're riding down the line, fixing everybody's troubles, everybody except mine. Someone must have told them that I was doing fine.
Welcome to the stream, Food Music.
What's up?
We're doing Bob Dylan today.
All you 5 and 10 cent women with nothing in your heads. I got a real gal I'm in loving, Lord, I love her till I'm dead. Go away from my door and my window too, right now.
Right now.
Lord, I ain't going down to no racetrack, see no sports car run. I don't have no sports car, and I don't even care to have one. I can walk any time around the block.
Oh, I can't wait to see the movie. I want to see this guy in action.
Let's see it tomorrow.
Well, the wind keeps a blowing me.
We have to wait until everything.
It's gonna contain
With my
spoilers.
hat in my hand and my boots on my feet. Watch out so you don't step on me. Holy. Well, look at here, buddy. You want to be like me? Pull out your 6-shooter and rob every bank you can see. Tell the judge I said it was all right. Yeah.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Pretty good.
I think it was good.
It's fun. It's yeah, it's more just a fun upbeat song, I think. Right?
I like so far the first 2 songs in my head,
It's
they
fine, yeah.
were sort of like concert songs, you know?
Mhm.
This song is him, and the song before that, 2 songs after, is sort of like songs at a bar.
Yeah.
You know when you're like performing in front of the audience, like a stand-up bar
Yeah.
performance. Sort of like, you know, you interact a bit.
A
you're
dive bar.
A dive bar.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, and the first 3 he had more stuff to say, you know.
Yeah,
like
had more
he had
things
a lot of
serious,
stuff to get off his
But the
chest.
4 and 5 is more like, you know, like I hear it and I can hear, like I can see him in my head vividly being like this, haha. Like, you know how like guitarists do like the little look at the stage and be like, haha. So yeah. Let's see.
You guys are excited for the next one, so let's see. It's called A Hard Rain's Gonna Fall. I'm ready, Bob. Give me some
Bob.
real stuff.
We're on first name basis now.
Come on.
Oh, where have you been, my blue-eyed son? And where have you been, my darling young one? I've stumbled on the side of 12 misty mountains. I've walked and I crawled on 6 crooked highways. I've stepped in the middle of 7 sad forests. I've been out in front of a dozen dead oceans. I've been 10,000 miles from the mouth of a graveyard. And it's a hard, it's a hard, it's a hard, it's a hard, it's a hard rain. You're gonna fall. Oh, what did you see, my blue-eyed son? And what did you see, my darling young one? I saw a newborn baby with wild wolves all around it. I saw a highway of diamonds with nobody on it. I saw a black branch with blood that kept dripping. I saw a room full of men with their hammers a bleeding. saw 10,000 talkers whose tongues were all broken. I saw guns and sharp swords in the hands of young children. And it's a hard, and it's a hard rain. They're gonna fall. What did you hear, my blue-eyed son? And what did you hear, my darling young one? I heard the sound of a thunder that roared out a warning. I heard the roar of a wave that could drown the whole world. I heard 100 drummers whose hands were ablazing. I heard 10,000 whispering and nobody listening. I heard one person starve, I heard many people laughing. I heard the song of a poet who died in the gutter. I heard the sound of a clown who cried in the alley. And it's a hard rains are gonna fall. Oh, what did you meet, my blue-eyed son? And who did you meet, my darling young one? I met a young child beside a dead pony. I met a white man who walked a black dog. I met a young woman whose body was burning. I met a young girl, she gave me a rainbow. I met one man who was wounded in love. I met another man who was wounded in hatred. And it's a hard rains are gonna fall. And what'll you do now, my blue-eyed son? And what'll you do now, my darling young one? I'm a-going back out for the rain starts a-falling. I'll walk to the depths of the deepest dark forest, where the people are many and their hands are all empty, where the pellets of poison are flooding their waters, where the home in the valley meets the damp, dirty prison, and the executioner's face is always well hidden, where hunger is ugly, where the souls are forgotten, where black is the color, where none is the number. And I'll tell it and speak it and think it and breathe it, and reflect from the mountains so all souls can see it. And I'll stand on the ocean until I start sinking, but I'll know my song well before I start singing. And it's a hard, and it's a hard rains are gonna fall.
I'll give it an applause.
Very loaded song.
But I think this goes beyond my comprehension. This is, I think, lyrically too sophisticated for me.
This is poetry.
Yeah, straight up.
You can. This is a type of poetry you do in English literature and divide into 4 parts and see what part is about. But so far, what I understand, isn't it like if it's after World War, isn't it like nuclear things?
Yeah, apparently it's often linked to the Cuban Missile Crisis.
Was it nuclear? So yeah, it's about guns and...
When they asked Dylan about his mindset when he was writing it, he responded that he wanted to write each line like it was the start of a new song. When Dylan was awarded the Nobel Prize for Literature in 2016,
I bet he should.
his friend Patti Smith sung this song at the award ceremony. Patti Smith.
He's an amazing poet.
Not Patti. What's the other Patti?
Boyd.
Another Patti. So he talks in different perspectives, right? First he talks into.
But there are so many things. Okay, you go, because I have at least like 5 things.
He starts with I've been, and then he goes further with I saw, and then he goes to I heard. So and then he goes to I met, and then he goes to.
Then he's just about him.
That's it. So I don't know. How do you perceive these lyrics? Like, for me, it was hard to.
I didn't even notice what you noticed. So that's nice. For me, the most comprehension I was getting from this is a lot of like God references for me, especially when he says like, "Oh, I'll try to stand on the ocean until I fall." It's him sort of saying like, yeah, I'm gonna try to be like Jesus until I'm to my best capacity, because he's human. He can't actually stand on water. Yeah. It's just so many little smart things you can extract. It's see, this would be my dream to reconstruct back in high school when I was in year 7 or year 8.
Yeah.
Rather than like Shakespeare's like very loaded, harder to understand things, but even if they mean the same thing.
Yeah, because every sentence can be like...
Exactly.
He keeps mentioning 10,000 something. Every time he says 10,000 something. I've been 10,000 miles in the mouth of a graveyard. I saw 10,000 talkers whose tongues were all broken. And I heard 10,000 whispering and nobody listening. This song is beyond my
and once again, he always does these like... how do you say that? These parallels. He says one thing, he says 10,000 people, and one and something else. Very smart. So far, big brain.
It's a great song. Not my favorite song yet, just purely on the fact that I just don't understand it.
But you know, one thing that I always hoped.
This is like beyond what.
If you could go back to let me go back to the lyrics. At the end, like last part, in my head, it's always end with, and it's a hard, like feeling. But he ends it some like in a different way, which is funny. I'm ready to see the documentary about him.
This shows that he's on another level lyrically, or he's just messing with us and making it like complex for no reason.
True, but I love the part where he says, and I'll keep speaking, I'll keep protesting, and I'll keep doing this my thing. Once again, we love a confident, peace-loving man.
What a song. This kind of broke my brain, but let's see what he has to say on track number 7. A big one, guys.
Do you think it's kind of John Lennon level or a bit different?
He's more sophisticated than John Lennon, for sure. John Lennon's lyrics are simpler.
More personal.
Like, Hold On, for example. Yoko, hold on.
Hold on, Yoko.
You hold on, Yoko. Or like, Mama! Mama, you left me, you know? He's more screaming.
Mama, you died! right.
He's screaming out in emotion what he feels. Simple lyrics, right? This is more like big brain,
big world, big brain.
Deep inside of poetry and stuff. It's hard to compare.
Oh yeah, that's Laura said. John looked inwards, Bob looked outwards.
Wow.
I'd agree with that.
That's nice
she
way to put it.
She loves you, yeah. And then Paul is there. She loves you, yeah.
Yeah, Paul is just like my
don't
dog.
Here's
my dog. Here's my girlfriend, and I love my girlfriend.
I think we can see Paul in Bob as well, huh?
Great. It's a great. He's a great songwriter, but just for different type of songs, which is not my lane of songs. I mean, also enjoy those songs, but this for me is like another level of poetry. Hence, why you won the Nobel Prize for poetry, right? For literature. So let's see.
Shade.
200 million streams. Don't think twice. It's all right.
Oh.
I'm ready.
This song will make me happier.
Well, it ain't no use sit and wonder why, baby. Even you don't know by now. And it ain't no use to sit and wonder why, baby. It'll never do somehow. When your rooster crows at the break of dawn, look out your window and I'll be gone. You're the reason I'm a-traveling on. But don't think twice, it's alright. And it ain't no use in turning on your light, baby. The light I never knowed. And it ain't no use in turning on your light, baby. I'm on the dark side of the road. But I wish there was something you would do or say to try and make me change my mind and stay. But we never did too much talking anyway. But don't think twice, it's alright. And calling out my name, gal, like you never done before. And it ain't no use in calling out my name, gal, I can't hear you anymore. I'm a-thinking and a-wondering, walking down the road. I once loved a woman, a child I am told. I give her my heart, but she wanted my soul. Don't think twice, it's alright. So long, honey, baby, where I'm bound, I can't tell. Goodbye is too good a word, baby. So I just say fare thee well. I ain't saying you treated me unkind. You could have done better, but I don't mind. You just kind of wasted my precious time.
Yep.
But don't think twice, it's all right.
It's all right. Forgive me. Wow. You kind of wasted my time.
I was having trouble understanding the song and
It's reminiscing about a past relationship, right?
yeah.
And him being maybe unsure how he feels about it. I think it's amazing. No.
Can we talk about the last two lines? That's crazy. That's like I feel like in modern culture this would be like a crazy diss, you know? Like
What?
this is like
You
the biggest
what?
diss in
This-
1960s. Like it's like a snap. I don't know. It's just very direct. I've never seen it in like other songs from that time.
True.
It's so like it's all goes nice and soft and cutesy padootsy, and then at the end it's like, oh yeah, F you, madam, but it's okay. Have a good time.
Yeah. Apparently this is them. Oh.
Horns.
Apparently this is them. This is her.
No. I put an angel on his one. No, we love her, whoever that is. But I think it's more about him saying how she can't captivate his mind because he's like free-spirited. He needs to go and travel and do songs and discover music, and she and the child are just have to stay behind.
Yeah. As Dylan himself put it, it's a statement that maybe you can say to make yourself feel better as you were talking to yourself. It's neither optimistic nor pessimistic.
It's really very Jesus, like it's all right.
His girlfriend at the time
Oh, she's the same one who left to Italy.
had been taking classes in Italy for 4 months. The acute pain of Dylan's separation from Rutulu is heard throughout Freewheeling, and is in this song he seems surprisingly bitter and disillusioned,
But still in love with his beautiful girl.
So apparently there was some
He
girl
was a romantic.
who left him to go study in
for 3 months.
maybe it's
by
the girl on
way.
the cover.
Yeah.
She did a Europe trip, guys. I think he lost her. But good luck. When your girlfriend goes on a Europe study trip,
Oh my god.
that's a bad sign.
That
I think
is not
that's
a
a sign your relationship is done for. But
when she goes backpacking. Oh my
I guess
god.
times never change. In the 60s till today. But he always does say, but don't think twice. It's alright. He's saying, I feel some type of way about it, but you know what? Live your life. Do your thing. Do you.
But you can still see like that the loving he has and a little bit of like yearning for her. He's like,
Yeah.
it's really like saying like it's a shame, but it's okay.
When she says she needs to find herself, guys, it's over. GG. Go next.
That is.
She needs to go
Not
find
true.
herself.
People need to find themselves before they get into a
Yeah,
serious
but it
relationship.
usually means also
You're not the one for me.
finding other partners. Anyway,
Bob Dylan.
Bob Dylan, as relatable as ever, on Don't Think Twice, it's alright.
For me, it was a savage ending. That was the highlight.
We
of
are
it.
running through this album. What do you think about the first half?
Beautiful. Except.
1 banger, 2 is a banger, 3 is a banger,
Except-
4, 5.
I think Down the Highway was a bit of a.
4, 5 could be
Difference?
left out. Heart Rate's Gonna Fall is almost too
Big. Colossal.
too complex to understand. Don't think twice, it's alright. Very relatable. So let's see. Bob Dylan's Dream.
Yes, it was a photo, Laura.
Bob Dylan's Dream. Track number 8.
We're getting personal.
While riding on a train going west, I fell asleep for to take my rest. I dreamed a dream that made me sad concerning myself and the first few friends I had. With half damp eyes I stared to the room
Describe a dream.
where my friends and I'd spent many an afternoon. Well, we together weathered many a storm, laughing and singing till the early hours of the morn. By the old wooden stove our hats was hung, our words was told, our songs was sung. Well, we longed for nothing and we're satisfied. Joking and talking about the world outside. With hungry hearts through the heat and cold, we never much thought we could get very old. We thought we could sit forever in fun. Our chances really was 1,000,000 to 1. As easy it was to tell black from white. It was all that easy to tell wrong from right. And our choices, they was few, so the thought never hit. At the one road we traveled, we'd ever shatter or split. How many a year has passed and gone?
He was a gambler.
Many a gamble has been lost and won.
I'm so lost in the
And
sauce.
many a road taken by many a first friend, and each one I've never seen again. I wish in vain that we could sit simply in that room again. $10,000 at the drive of a
10,000 again.
hat. I'd give it all gladly if our lives could be like that.
I think it's very
That's pretty good.
I just have a hard time understanding what it's
Same.
about.
This one is a very more difficult one. I was a bit
yeah,
lost
were we
after.
together with it?
It's him
He's
missing friends.
reminiscing about old friends, basically.
Yes.
Laughing and singing. Our words were told. We were longer. Nothing were said. Joking and talking. Well, exactly. He's talking about old companions with hunger. We thought we could sit forever in fun. It was all that easy till the wrong from right. And the road we ever shattered or split. How many years has passed? It's a song about reminiscence, about
Many a gamble has been lost and won, and many were taken by many.
and each one I've never seen again. I wish in vain that
Yeah,
could
we
see.
all want to go back. Like this is a
Like a time where you were
universal-
younger and you were friends and you were, in a room together, laughing,
Happy.
hanging around, and life seemed so simple.
Okay, for you, what a moment that you remember would that be? Like your age, or like which? What
I mean,
you
we used to hang
doing?
out in a lot of people's garden sheds.
Okay.
Like just simple, just put a couple chairs there and a table, and we would just hang out in a lot of people. And then that was what we did when we were younger, just hang out in people's sheds. Like what's it called? Garden shed or something?
Yeah.
Where you put
shed.
your lawnmower and stuff. That's where you would hang out in. What about you?
I lived in like an apartment complex back when I was little,
yeah.
so there was like a lot of kids just playing outside. That's for me is the epitome.
Yeah. It is a bit of a drag, but yeah.
It's very. I don't understand. It's now that we look back at it, it's very simple, but I don't know why my brain just went potato mode.
Yeah, it's a lot to digest. Dylan albums are a lot to digest, I think, in one go, right?
Like you have to listen to the song like focused alone with silence. I feel like.
But then when you hear like 10 songs in a row, you're like, whoa, like, you know what I mean? Like they all kind of start to blend into each other, I think. So it's just something specific to him, I think. But yeah. Next one is a more listened to one. It's called Oxford Town.
Arrested. Imagine.
Chad, do you guys have any old friends you wish you
went back to, or
kept
like
contact with,
or you remember the most,
or like haven't heard from in a while?
For me, like the biggest, I feel like with such situations, it's always a gamble because you always wonder if you have that same chemistry or that same connection you had before, you know, because obviously it's a different person. So
you guys are in touch still? That's good. I still even like I'm not even like I don't think I'm that old, but like I already have friends from high school I haven't talked to in years, and I'm like, you know what I mean? Are we still friends? Do we still know each other? Or?
Unless you don't need her.
So you just made me... I tried to forget her.
For me, because I moved around so much, I don't have friends. Like my longest friend I had is like 6 years.
But I think sometimes having no friends is a superpower.
Thanks.
Because when nobody is your friend, you don't feel like.
Okay, I have friends, I have friends. Okay. I have friends. You guys are my friends.
If I didn't have friends, I would have started streaming way earlier. Because when you have friends, you have your fear of people judging you.
You have more things to do. Oh.
And when you don't know anyone, who's gonna judge you? You know what I mean? You can just
do whatever you want.
Do whatever you want, basically. Anyway, track number 9 is called Oxford Town. A shorter song.
Oxford Town, everybody's got their heads bowed down. Sun don't shine above the ground, ain't I'm going down to Oxford Town. He went down to Oxford Town, guns and clubs followed him down, all because his face was brown. Better get away from Oxford Town.
Okay, I see what it's about.
Oxford Town around the bend, come to the door, he couldn't get in, all because of the color of his skin. What do you think about that, my friend? My gal, son, we got met with a tear gas bomb. I don't even know why we come, going back where we come from. Oxford Town in the afternoon, everybody singing a soulful tune. 2 men died beneath the Mississippi moon, somebody better investigate soon.
Oxford Town, no. Awesome, short and sweet.
That's pretty good.
And straight to the point.
Very direct.
Apparently, it's about James Meredith, who enrolled in the University of Mississippi.
Was she one of the first attendees?
Except the university. It deals with the Meredith case, but then again, it doesn't. I wrote that when it happened, and I could have written that yesterday. It's still the same. Why doesn't somebody investigate soon? That's a verse in the song. I feel like, are there a lot of Bob Dylan interviews? I feel like he's a very closed off person.
But this song is super funny.
I don't think he lets go of a lot of information about his songs and like
What do you mean?
the meaning behind it. Because all the wiki stuff is very vague on like what he actually said about these songs. You know?
Maybe he never confirms anything.
I feel like he was a pretty secluded person.
Well, that's Oxford. But this is Oxford town from America, no? Not Oxford in England.
Not Oxford, UK.
Okay, yeah, that's what I
Maryland.
was gonna say. Because actually,
Cookie.
as Laura and John D said, because I was from Cambridge, and Oxford and Cambridge, because this is like the biggest universities in the UK, they hate each other. Like absolutely, like there's always a rivalry. Of like, oh, you're from there. Oh,
Oxford
you're
and
from
Cambridge.
that. Yeah. And each year when they like publish the list of universities, it's always one of them too. At least for the last.
On the
like,
top.
At the top.
That is the top universities.
Top. At least in England and other. But because this is what my mom told me. Like she went to a conference in Oxford once, and she's from Cambridge University, right? And they were asking her about something, and it was like a networking situation. So they were like, "Oh yeah, which university do you come from, or what do you do?" She was like, "Yeah, I'm from Cambridge." They're like, "Oh, from Cambridge. That's why you come to learn from us."
It's a bit of a friendly rivalry.
It was a
type
friendly
situation.
rivalry situation. But nice song. I'm ready for more. This was
Yeah.
a good breather.
Last third of the album, guys.
It's going very fast.
Yeah. A long song. Yeah. A long song called Talkin, World War III Blues.
More relevant than ever.
Like, bro predicted the future. I mean, of course, there was going to be a tree. Once you start numbering them, there's going to be more, basically.
That's true. It's better to give names like the hurricane,
Yeah,
you know, like
'cause why would you start numbering them? He tackles the absurdity of the anti-communist hysteria and the apocalyptic angst that characterized American culture during the Cold War. You guys remember all the like hunt the communist type stuff?
Anti what?
I remember I was there in the 60s.
You were not there.
No, I wasn't. But like there was a big hysteria and paranoia around communism.
The people didn't like it.
People were like
Scared of it.
yeah, scared of the communist rule. Because
Was it
was
during the Vietnam War when there was also communists versus America?
because it was it took over Russia and then it took over China, right? Two huge superpowers, and then it started taking over Vietnam, you know.
Okay, yeah.
So it started spreading fast,
Iran.
very fast, and then people were scared about it. Let's see.
For us, it was portrayed differently.
Oh yeah, the Red Scare they called it.
One time ago, a crazy dream came to me. I dreamt I was walking World War III.
Oh,
Went to the doctor
you,
the
huh?
very next day to see what kind of words he could say. Said it was a bad dream. I wouldn't worry about it none, no, them old dreams are only in your head. I said, hold it, doc, the World War passed through my brain. He said, nurse, get your pad, the boy's insane. He grabbed my arm, I said, ouch, as I landed on the psychiatric couch. He said, tell me about it. Well, the whole thing started at 3 o'clock fast. It was all over by 1:15. I was down in the sewer with some little lover when I peeked out from a manhole cover, wondering who turned the lights on us. Well, I got up and I walked around, up and down the lonesome town. I stood wondering which way to go. I lit a cigarette on a parking meter and walked on down the road. It was a normal day.
yeehaw! It was a normal day.
Well, I rung me fallout shelter bell and I leaned my head and I give a yell. Give me a string bean, I'm a hungry man. A shotgun fired and away I ran. I don't blame him too much, though he didn't know me. Down the corner by the hot dog stand, I seen a man. I said, howdy, friend, I guess it's just us two. He screamed a bit and away he flew. Thought I was a communist. Well, they spotted me a girl before she could leave. I said, let's go play Adam and Eve. I took her by the hand and my heart was thumping. She said, hey, man, you crazy or something?
You can, like, take
You
any
seen what
sentence and
happened
make
last
it into a
time they
song.
started?
This is another dive bar performance.
Yeah.
Well, I seen me a Cadillac window uptown. There was nobody around. I got into the driver's seat and I drove down 42nd Street in my Cadillac. Good car to drive after a war. Well, I remember seeing some ads, so I turned on my Connell ride, but I didn't pay the Con Ed bill, so the radio didn't work so well. Turned on my record player. It was Rock-a-Day Johnny singing, tell your ma, tell your pa, our loves are gonna grow, wah, wah. I was feeling kinda lonesome and blue. I needed somebody to talk to. So I called up the operator at time just to hear a voice of some kind.
Loneliness.
When you hear the beep, it will be 3 o'clock. She said that for over an hour and I hung up.
He lost his mind. Though.
Well, the doctor interrupted me just about then, saying, hey, I've been having the same old dreams. But mine was a little different, you see. I dreamed the only person left after the war was me. I didn't see you around.
Is it about PTSD?
Well, now time passed and now it seems everybody's having them dreams. Everybody sees itself walking around with no one else. Half the people can be part right all of the time, and some of the people can be all right part of the time, but all the people can't be all right all of the time. I think Abraham Lincoln said that. I'll let you be in my dream if I can be in yours. I said that.
I'll show you mine if you show me yours. Ta-da.
Simpler lyrics.
Wait, my head.
Yeah,
It's giving a little
it's,
bit of
it's a lot of concentrating. But apparently this was sung or released the year that Kennedy gave his Ich bin ein Berliner speech in Berlin.
I am in Berlin.
No, that means I'm a Berliner.
Oh.
Where he describes... have you heard about this speech?
Nope. I'm not big on American history, unfortunately.
Well, he talks about communism there. It's a huge speech. There are many people in the world who really don't understand, or they say they don't. What is the great issue between the free world and the communist world? And then he says, "Let them come to Berlin." You know?
Because it's the land of
Because
the
it's a great
free.
city. It's a great city, right? There are some who say that communism is the way of the future. Let them come to Berlin. And then the same year, I think he got assassinated. By who? I don't know.
It was no.
But why he got assassinated? I don't know.
There are a lot of conspiracy theories about it too, no?
I saw a thing that there was a whole thing with Kennedy, like they're cursed or something. The Kennedy family.
I heard it was an inside operation.
A lot of, yeah. The song is written in the Talking Blues format created by Christopher Allen in his 1927 Talking Blues and popularized in numerous variations. Yep. The next two songs are covered.
Okay,
Covers.
it's nice that he left them at the end.
Yeah.
Very considerate.
So we will be looking out a bit more for vocal performance here instead of lyrics, because it's not his lyrics.
As if we can.
Lefty
judge
Jack
him.
says, "I'm a jelly donut." Thank you, Lefty Jack, for that.
I want a jelly donut.
Oh yeah. Do you have anything?
You know, oh my god, you
What?
know in England there's a shop called Sainsbury's and
Yeah.
they sell the best raspberry filled donuts. Oh, that's one of the other reasons I was fat in the UK.
Yeah, you guys should see her pictures of her high school. She was overweight.
You know all these Sainsbury's deals, like you get a lava cake for like £7 and you get a cheesecake and you have like a chocolate version of the cheesecake and you have a strawberry version of the cheesecake and you also have a cherry pie and you also
Yes.
have a tiramisu and all of that I ate.
No, Lefty Jack said that because a Berliner, I've eaten it many times. A Berliner is...
Oh, the thing with the cream inside.
Yeah, it's great. Have you guys tried this?
Oh, this is what
This
I'm
thing.
talking about.
It's not a beignet, it's bigger, but it has like cream. It's... Oh, why is it red?
Cheesecake.
Have you guys tried this?
Anything for cheesecake.
It's great.
But this is basically a donut, no?
Yeah, but
It's
with
a regular.
filling.
Yeah, with.
It's awesome.
Oh God.
All right, let's move on. Corrina.
Corrina, girl, where you been so long? Corrina, girl, where you been so long? I've been worrying about you, baby. Baby, please come home. I got a bird that whistles. I got a bird that sings. I got a bird that whistles. I got a bird that sings. But I ain't got Corrina. Life don't mean a thing. Corrina, girl, you're on my mind. Corrina, girl, you're on my mind. I'm sitting down thinking of you. I just can't keep from crying.
Corrina.
Guys, look who's here.
Nudie's here.
Nudie's here.
I'm sitting down thinking of you. I just can't keep from crying. That is sad, but beautiful. Meanwhile, Igrim was debating on supermarkets.
I was listening to the song, but this is a big debate across the UK. Like, which it's like Carrefour or Deleuze sort of situation.
Sinkestead is eating speculoos. Isn't that a Belgian thing?
It's Belgian,
right? We are very big on speculoos. Do American people? Do you guys know about speculoos? It's good, right?
It's amazing. It's like biscuit. It's like gingery, creamy biscuit in a paste
It's
form.
hard to it's hard to describe actually.
But it's super good. You should get it.
We have a company called Lotus, the biggest cookie company in Belgium,
I'm sure that you've seen this Biscoff.
and they make it. It looks like this. It doesn't look appetizing, but trust me,
No, but the spread. It's not about the cookie. It's about the spread.
they make a spread.
Yes.
The Biscoff spread.
Spread. Beautiful. $17.99. What?
I don't have
That's not how much it costs,
I don't
guys.
have Lotus stocks yet, so this is not an ad, but this is something pretty popular here.
Lotus, sponsor us.
Biscotti.
Biscotti is Italian biscuits.
Nutella. Oh, I love Nutella. Love Nutella. Love it. But I think everyone knows Nutella, right? And
What did we think about Corrina? I was a bit lost in the sauce. I think I'm getting to that point where he already got me thinking about too deep things. Like, I've already thought about war and the horribleness of the world.
Mm-hmm.
So my brain is still circling that disc.
Yeah, maybe it's because of the amount of listening we did, but I don't feel like he has topped these first three songs yet.
Same.
You know? Right?
Yeah.
But that's logical, right? You like in those times, I noticed they always put their best songs in at the start. Same with Beatles albums. The first three were always the bangers, always. Because I don't know, that's just how they do it, how they did it in those days. So it's not a surprise that this time as well, the first three songs are my favorite. But let's see. Track number 12 is also a cover, if I'm not mistaken. It's called "Honey, Just Allow Me."
Honey, just allow me one more chance.
To show you that I love you.
Okay.
Honey, just allow me one more chance to get along with you. Honey, just allow me one more chance to do anything for you. While I'm walking down the road with my head in my hand, I'm looking for a woman needs a word man. It's just a one kind favor I ask you. Allow me just a one more chance. Honey, just allow me one more chance to ride your airplane. Honey, just allow me one more chance to ride your passenger train. Well, I've been looking all over for a girl like you. I can't find nobody, so you'll have to do this just a one kind favor I ask you. Allow me just a one more chance. Honey, just allow me one more chance to get along with you. Honey, just allow me one more chance to do anything for you. Oh, yeah, looking for a woman that ain't well, no man is just looking for a needle that's lost in the sand. It's just a one kind favor I ask you. Allow me just a one more chance. It is the one kind favor I ask you. Allow me just one more chance.
Woo!
One more chance.
One more chance.
A cover.
cover.
Yeah, written by Henry Thomas, whose 1928 version of the song differs from Dylan's. Dylan's is thought to have reinvented the song. Okay, a cover. Lefty Jack says they probably put the best songs at the start because of vinyls, right? Because they don't have skip buttons.
Oh, okay. So you want
So
to
you
get
put
the
a
best.
vinyl on, so you want to have the best at the start, because that's the part that people replay the most often, right? Probably.
But.
That makes sense.
Yeah, true. But you can skip it though, no? But like manually.
Yeah. John says get Nudie a dog collar that has a harmonica holder.
That'd be cool. Oh, one thing I wanted to say about everything is that I'm very impressed with his harmonica play, because usually like I find harmonica to be overwhelming. Like, you know, it's a very like a vroom sound. So you always like it's like rings in your ear, but the way he incorporates it is very chill.
Yeah. Albums were not expected to be this good. One more song, guys. One
Dylan's
more
voice.
original. No more covers. The final original song of Dylan for today
I shall be free.
is called I Shall Be Free.
Well, it took me a woman late last night. I was 3/4 drunk. She looked alright. Till she started peeling off her onion gook. She took off her wig, said, how do I look? I was high flying, bare
Onion gook?
naked,
Out.
out the window.
You didn't like it.
Well, sometimes I might get drunk, walk like a duck and smell like a skunk. Don't hurt me none, it don't hurt my pride, 'cause I got my little lady right by my side.
Nice.
She's trying to hide, pretending she don't know me. I was out there painting on the old wood shed when a can of black paint, it fell on my head. I went
I think you were
down
lying,
scrubbing
saying this is a
rub,
serious
but I had
song.
to sit in back of the tub.
This is an unserious song.
Cost a quarter,
Half price.
half price. When my telephone rang, it would not stop. It's President Kennedy calling me up. He said, my friend Bob, what do we need to make the country grow? I said, my friend John, Bridget Bardot,
Hey, that's a French
Anita
actress.
Ekberg, Sophia Loren, country will grow.
I don't get it.
Well, I got a woman 5 feet short. She yells and hollers and screams and snorts. She tickles my nose, pats me on the head, rolls me over and kicks me out of bed. She's a man-eater,
A man
meat
eater.
grinder, bad loser. Oh, there ain't no use of me working all the time. I got a woman who works herself blind, works up to her britches, up to her neck, writes me letters and sends me checks. She's a humdinger, folk singer.
This is a good song.
Late one day in the middle of the week, eyes were closed, I was half asleep. I chased me a woman up the hill, right in the middle of an air raid drill. I jumped a fallout shelter, I jumped a string beam, I jumped a TV dinner, I jumped a shotgun. Now the man on the stand, he wants my vote. He's running for office on a ballot note. He's out there preaching in front of the steeple, telling me he loves all kinds of people. He's eating bagels. He's eating pizza. He's eating chitlins.
What is that? Chitlin.
Oh, set me down on a the television floor. I flick the channel to number 4. Out of the shower comes a football man with a bottle of oil in his hand. Greasy kid stuff. What I want to know, Mr. Football Man, is what do you do about Willie Mays, Martin Luther King, Olatunji? Whoa. Well, the funniest woman I ever seen was the great-granddaughter of Mr. Clean. She takes about 15 baths a day, wants me to grow a mustache on my face. She's insane.
Oh, what a good song.
Well, ask me why I'm drunk all the time. It levels my head and eases my mind. I just walk along and stroll and sing. I see better days and I do better things. I catch dinosaurs. Make love to Elizabeth Taylor.
That doesn't even rhyme. That doesn't even rhyme. You just wanted to say that.
I know Elizabeth Taylor.
Who's that?
Actress, I think.
That's it, guys. The Freewheelin Bob Dylan first album is done.
Our first time with Bob.
Our first Bob Dylan experience. Igrim.
Yes.
What are we feeling?
Well, I'm feeling very good. I'm feeling optimistic. I'm feeling full of hope. Money.
Favorite songs?
Oh, the first two. First two.
Is the music not too loud, guys? The first song, banger. Then, Girl from North Country, awesome, right?
Yeah.
Master of War.
I liked it. Genius, but
Not for the playlist.
not for the playlist,
No.
I think. Down the Highway, not either. Bob Dylan's Blues. I would say one of
two,
theme.
Yeah, one of these two maybe.
I want to put Don't Think Twice, it's alright, because it's so funny, but A Hard Rain is more musically pleasing to me.
Yeah.
What would you put?
I've been re-listening to Pink Floyd lately, and honestly, very nice to listen to. Because
What's the
their
second
songs
listen?
evolve very slowly, right?
Oh, yes.
So it's like very pleasant to listen to. Like
I love
when
how
you're-
when we were doing the Pink Floyd reactions, one thing I missed the most was like, we always sort of knew what we were getting.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. Okay, I'm adding Don't Think Twice.
Okay. And I think that's it.
I think that's it.
I think more greatness
I think
is
that's
coming.
it for Bob. Wait, let me... What are shitlins? What is that?
Like intestines?
What is this, guys? Shitlins.
Deep fried,
What are
Intestine.
shitlins?
I think it's intestines.
Oh,
Yeah.
pig intestines. Okay.
I love intestines.
Yeah.
Fried intestines are the best.
Don't Think Twice is fun to play on guitar. Alright, guys. Let's see what is the next...
But overall, wow. As a first time with Bob Dylan, I see what everyone meant. And I want to say that it is very dense for a listen in general.
It's not an easy listen, that's for sure. It could have been a bit shorter, in my opinion. But I think for its time, for 63, I think this is even before Please Please Me, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. No.
Am I right, chat? Is this before Please Please Me?
I thought it was 62, no? No, it was 64.
Yeah, before, right? So, if you look at it that way, this is genius songwriting, right? Because even the Beatles were not on, you know what I mean? They weren't writing songs like this on Please Please Me.
Yeah.
Neither. Okay, maybe there's some good songs on the next album though. But you get my point.
But for me,
For its time, genius album.
for its time, musically, poetry, lyrically, never bored. And one thing I wanted to say is, like this gave me a very the B word feeling because you can kind of like sense his character through these songs, no?
Yeah.
Like he has a lot of character in these songs, like saying things in different way, like addressing you, sort of breaking the fourth wall.
Yeah.
So that's for me is like a very big factor of an artist and him building a fan base, because like more people are attracted to personality.
Definitely.
So I get where the Beatles get their inspiration from.
Yep. I would give this album.
I'd give it a 9. I give it an 8.
I'd give it also a 9 actually, because
I feel like an 8.
yeah, but an 8 is an understatement.
No, but it's great. But I feel like he has an album where like all the bangers. You know.
Well, how much would you guys rate this album out of 10?
Little baby, yeah, little baby.
8, 7, 7.5, 8,
Number 9,
7.5.
number 9.
9.
Yeah, I would say.
It's
7,
ahead of
8.
its time though. It's very much ahead of its time, and some of the best written songs on this album still hold up strongly today. Not great sonically. It has its flaws.
Oh yeah,
though.
but Dank said what I was thinking. I
What?
think there are soon to be a 10 out of 10s. Like
I'm-
there is
I'm-
more about to approach.
I'm excited. The next album we will be checking out, guys, is called Bringing It All Back Home. So that's this one. Is this one good, guys? Is this a banger? Or is this not yet the banger? Not yet the peak? Is this not yet the peak? Don't skip. I mean, I'm following
We'll
the list.
do best songs, no? In
I'm
between.
following the list. We'll see, but that will be for next stream. People on YouTube, if you liked this content, we will do some Bob Dylan documentaries and movies on Patreon while discovering his music through his albums, right? So if you're interested in joining us for those streams, they
Join
are
us,
coming.
please.
And the recordings will be available on the Patreon. Link is in the description.
Below. It's just a shadow away. It's just a shadow away.
And yeah, if you are excited for our Bob Dylan journey, you guys voted for it. So if you're excited for it, subscribe to the channel and stay up to date with our YouTube videos. And let us know which song we should check out next, or which album which we should check out next. Our idea right now is to do Bringing It All Back Home. Maybe.
But if you think we're gonna lose some amazing singles, if you have a list, give us your list of this must-do singles.
But yeah, great introduction to Bob Dylan.
I love him.
It's better than I expected, to be honest.
It's so much. I was very upset that we did Bob Dylan instead of Black Sabbath, but I am content.
Not anymore?
I'm okay with it. I am not a bad loser.
So yeah, guys, that's it for today. Thank you for watching, and subscribe and like the video and leave a comment down below.
We see you next time.
Goodbye.
Bye.
from
Have a
Nutski.
good week. Go say bye, Nutski. Go say bye. Look in the camera. Where's the camera? Yeah, good boy.